Marsh, and I'm going to be reading a famous post-World War II poem by Martin Niemöller, who was a Lutheran German pastor who opposed the Nazis in World War II. It is called First They Came. First they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. This was written shortly after the war in 1946. But it speaks too well to today. And sure, maybe, they're not going around wearing swastikas or Nazi uniforms, but they have the MAGA hat now. Make America great again. Hitler said, make Germany great again. And all Trump is really doing is trying to make America white again. That's all he really cares about. And sure, when they come for the socialists, you may not say anything because you're not a socialist. And sure, when they come for the Mexicans, you may not say anything because you're not a Mexican. Like on Fox News, they say, well, they're not our children, they're Mexican children. Well, someday they could be your children. Someday they could be your children. You want your children to be locked up in cages like animals, huh? You want your children to be locked up in cages that have human excrement in them, Do you want your kids to be sexually abused by sick deviants in the ICE patrol, ICE is just a modern Gestapo. And sure, they're just picking on Mexicans, but soon it'll be blacks. Soon it'll be Jews. And soon it'll be homosexuals or people with mental illness or people who protest the president, people who don't think with the same narrow-minded Neanderthal, gun-toting, redneck, misogynist, philosophical bullshit that so many of these MAGA hat-wearing people believe. And you might say, oh, but I'm not black. I'm not homosexual. I'm not a Mexican. I don't have a mental illness. Yeah? Well, what if your brother's homosexual? What if your wife has a mental illness? What if your daughter has a mental illness? What if your son has mental problems, huh? What if your cousin doesn't agree with the president? What if those people that you love are on Trump's undesirable list, huh? What if they're on there? And what if they decide that the fact that you're related to one of these people is good enough? Huh? What are you gonna do when your name's on the line? Huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they decide that you are not good enough? When they decide you're not good enough to breathe the American air that all these so-called good Americans get to breathe, huh? What are you gonna do when your name comes up? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when your name's on the line? When they knock on your door? When they barge into your home and take you away? Or take your children away? Or take your grandparents away, huh? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna wait that long? Are you gonna wait for things to get that horrible before you speak out? Huh? Or are you gonna do something about it? Because that's what all of us good Americans have to ask. What are we gonna do? Because now we still have time to act. We still have time to do something. We still have time to prevent another Holocaust from happening. We have time to prevent catastrophe. So what are we going to do? What are we, as good Americans, going to do? Our grandfathers fought oppression, and they went over to Europe and died on the soils of Normandy to fight against evil. The blood of Normandy Beach was massacred in red with fallen U.S. soldiers. Are we naive enough to just let the same horrible shit that our grandfathers went and fought and died over for in World War II happen to us? Are we gonna let that happen? Are we? Well, I hope not. I think we're better than that. And Eli Wiesel said that you have to choose sides. Neutrality only helps the oppressor. So, what are you gonna do? What are we going to do? We have to do something. keep that in mind next time you hear some bad reports or watch the news. We have to do something.